Hello everybody and welcome to a very special video here at JayEmm and Friends. And this is special for a few reasons. First off, today I may be getting another car. And I genuinely don't know if I am or I'm not, but in any case, I'm going to go and have a look at it. This is special because it's going to be on this channel before the main one. A little goodie, a little extra, a little thank you from me to all of you who've been supporting this new venture of ours. It's also a very special day because we're doing things a little bit old school. One camera, one microphone, no lapels or anything. I want to see if this actually still works and can generate reasonably high quality content. But perhaps the most special thing of all is that we're doing this really old school and we've brought back a very old friend. There he is.
I did not realise you were turning to me. I was sat here just minding my own business thinking, what an intro. He doesn't have waffle, doesn't he? And then, hi, it's me.
It's you. It's Lawrie of Lawrie's Mechanical Marvels.
Previously off JayEmm on Cars.
Previously of JayEmm on Cars.
So, to bring you up to speed, I have literally no idea what we're doing today. I was told to be here at a particular time, which I have managed to do. I've been given a parcel, which I don't believe is relevant for today's...
No, not at all.
Activity. Okay. I thought this was like a prop. I thought we were
No,
doing
it's
like
not, it's not a prop. It's
thought it was going to be
post.
Like,
It's just something I've sold on eBay. It's a Blu-ray writer I've sold on eBay.
I thought it was going to be like a treasure hunt. We open this and this begins a vast adventure.
You expect me to have this level of planning?
Yes.
He expects too much of me. Anyway, the first thing you must do when embarking upon a big adventure such as this is get some proper breakfast, which I promised Lawrie, and so that's what we're going to do first.
I am unsure of how to eat this.
How was your breakfast, Lawrie?
Superb, absolutely superb. It's one of these places that you go to and you go, this is going to be barely edible. And it was really good. Like really good sausage, and I love a good sausage.
You went for the mega breakfast. I've made the mistake of over there, but I tell you what, I can't finish it. You put it away like a champ. So, tell us about what we're in today. What are we driving?
This is a 2004, I think, Mini 1. No, it's a Cooper.
It's a Cooper. It is a Cooper.
It's a Cooper.
Yeah.
Which means it's the sporty one with the low-profile tyres and the suspension, which I'm not sure if it left the factory with super hard suspension,
yes,
or
it
if
did.
it's just failed throughout its life and it no longer moves.
They're always firm.
There's firm, and I don't think it moves. I came over a speed bump yesterday, which I totally forgot about. I know it's there, and it's one of those you go, I don't think the spring is compressed at all there. I heard the tyres compress and hit the rims, but I don't think the springs actually did anything. So this was a £200 car. Yes, in 2022, £200 car, which came with an MOT. Now that's about it. I always hated these cars until I got it, and within about a week of owning it, I was like, actually, these are really good. They handle really nicely. It's just a good, fun car, and it sickens me that so many people have made a really good decision in buying a car.
And the reason this sickens my former accomplice so is that because he's known for stuff that's, well, this would be a very, very new car for you, isn't it?
Oh, this
very, very new.
Anything that's built in this millennium is too new for me, and I only, out of the 30 vehicles that I own,
he does own 30 vehicles.
Only 2 of which were built this millennium.
Yeah. For people who are not what I believe the kids call the OGs, and who don't remember your tenure here and aren't familiar with your channel, what is the sort of stuff that you cover over at Lawrie's Mechanical Marvels?
Do you swear on your channel or not?
You can get a crap in, maybe.
Yeah, I do crap.
You do crap.
That's
yeah.
right. We do. We are the UK's biggest channel looking at heritage vehicles. So we represent the heritage fraternity, I suppose, and trying to get people excited and interested in all the wonderful aspects of
and
heritage.
this is road, rail, public transport, buses, and the like.
Yeah, basically they're just transportation. We've done recently films with a boat. I recently went and did a windmill. It's all just trying to.
You drove a windmill?
Yeah, and there's so many wonderful aspects of heritage in this country, whether it's trains, cars, buses, whatever, that the people don't know about, and they just need sharing and justifying these people's work and showing, look, this stuff still exists.
You're right. And it's one of the things I love whenever I drive an older car. It's a direct link to the past in a way that very, very few other things can give you. Like, there's very few things I can think of beyond vehicles where you can connect to the past in such a tangible way.
It really is living history, particularly the railways. You know, it's such a massive link back to the way this country is built, and cars as well. Because even this, as an 04, you think about what this has seen, what it's done, the families, how important this particular car has been to families, taking a lady to hospital or whatever, for bringing new life into the world, all that. And so I love the history that's involved in everything, and it's also just a part of trying to get people involved in stuff and say, look, I'm an idiot, quite clearly an idiot, and I can do this, I can work on this car, I can drive the steam engine, I can drive this old car, I can drive this bus, I can fix this thing. If I, as an idiot, can do it, I'm sure you, as a wonderful, clever viewer who's managed to click on this video, you no doubtably have the skills to be able to do the things that I do.
Well, there you go. As you can probably tell, he is a person that if I let go on forever, he will. He will. So, if that sounds like your sort of thing, check out Lawrie's Mechanical Marvels. We have already hit the road, and we're going to get a little bit further, and you'll join us a little bit closer to our destination. Alright everyone, so we are nearly there, just about to peel off the motorway, and our destination is apparently about 2 minutes away. So I'm going to leave the camera rolling, though happily you won't have to see all of this through the magic of editing, but I'm going to keep it rolling because I want to get the reaction of this man next to me who has absolutely no idea what it is that I'm about to look at.
I don't even know where we're going. I don't know where we're going. I don't know why we're here. All I know is there's no certainty of what we're going to see or actually going to get.
Right, first exit, darling. First exit.
The thing about this is, I don't know if I'm going to be really excited or really disappointed in you.
Can't you be both?
Yeah. I didn't realise that was a possibility as an option, but now that has filled me with a huge amount of dread about this whole procedure.
Yeah, so it's going to be the next right by the looks of it. Let's see what's down there.
There's a Citroen C4.
It is not a Citroen C4.
I'm proud of you for that.
Is this...
Do I see... there's a big tractor approaching me.
Yeah, back out.
Looking for...
Unit 1.
Yes, you're in the right place.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, the car's just there.
Oh, so it is.
Yeah, okay.
How are we doing?
It's an MG.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's bought. He's just told me.
Sorry?
I don't know what he's bought. He just said, I bought a car.
Oh, right, okay. I'll go and get your son who owns it.
Thank you.
Your son.
I see it's not immaculate. Oh, it's very...
Yes, but I checked new bumpers at 80 quid off eBay.
Okay, well, that's something.
To be fair, I think it's going to be cheaper than just trying to fix it. What happened? Did someone reverse into it?
No, reversing out of a parking place at a hospital.
After about 5 minutes it goes. Maybe it's been that way for, I think it was last week.
Oh man, this brings back happy days. It's certainly better than the one we had.
Yeah, by a long shot.
Just I didn't appreciate... Oh god, look at the paint peel across the front.
Yes. When he said a bit of paint peel, I was looking for the tiny little bit of lacquer over here, and I was like, oh yes, I see what you mean. I was like,
there's a difference between lacquer and paint
yes.
peel.
When he said paint peel, I think the paint escaped.
I would, yes. I hate that. I don't like that.
No, it's actually not that horrible to use. The
really?
gearbox there, the gearbox is a lot nicer than our one.
I personally don't like any of the frontage here. That's horrible and tacky. But actually, like, it feels that the interior is very, very upgraded compared to our one.
I tell you what, I was kind of a mind to just turn around until I got in it and drove it, and I'm like, actually, I quite like this.
Our one drove amazingly, didn't it?
Yeah, and our one was really
And it was a dog.
This drives a lot better than our one.
I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Stylistically, I much prefer the facelift of this than I do the pre-facelift.
Oh, now you shocked me because I thought you were going to be like, oh, I like it, but it's not a pre-facelift.
No, that was my big problem with our one. I never loved it. I never loved how it looked. I thought it looked a bit messy and a bit weird.
Yeah.
Whereas this one actually, I think, looks quite pleasant. It looks different enough.
He was not wrong about the handbrake. And the handbrake also, the handbrake springs on really easy. That's...
We need to find a nice bit of road just to open it up and just see what happens if you go boom with it.
Yeah, because also that'll tell me whether the viz is a problem. That's not going to be somewhat concerning.
I don't know what it is clicking away in there.
The thing is, you're like, my initial thing is like, oh my god, that's really, really terminal and horrible. But actually, it won't be, because otherwise the car wouldn't be running and working.
Well, it's weird that it shuts itself up.
Still got going, eh?
Oh, I just realised we have nothing up here.
Yeah, there's no headline.
This is a fixer-upper, isn't it?
Yes. So, test drove the car, and as I said earlier, it was not a given that I was going to buy it. But I am very proud to say that I have. This is the 8th member of the JayEmm On Cars fleet, my new, to me, MG ZS 180 Mark II, which does require a little bit more work than originally expected. I have to say a massive thank you to Simon, who got in touch with me about this car, and Sam, his son, who sold it to me. Not only were they brutally honest about the condition of it and the things that it needs, they're also really lovely people. And their primary concern was that this was going to go somewhere, it was going to be genuinely loved and cared for, and the sad truth is that one of these really only is a couple of steps away from the scrapyard, because even in good condition, it'd probably only be worth about £2,000 to £4,000, and I'm in that fortunate position that through the contacts that I have, I can probably get the work done to it without having to spend all that much. But for most people, you'd probably be looking at £3,000 or £4,000 to bring this up to standard. Even for me, it's probably going to be over £2,000. However, I think it's going to be well worth it. Now, as you can probably tell, the sun is already setting and I still have a way to go home. However, this is not the end of the video. I wanted my friend Lawrie's appearance to be more than just a cameo. So, I'm now going to hand you over to him because he's going to be living with this beautiful blue slice of British goodness over the weekend. And he's hopefully, if he does his job right, going to talk to you about what it's like to drive, why it's so special to both him and myself, some of the things that we need to tend to with this car, and really, well, just a bit of what it's like to live with. So, I want to say thanks from me, but this is not goodbye, because I'll see you again at the end of the video. Instead, over to Lawrie.
I'm always really excited when Papa JayEmm lets me take out one of the fleet. And there are certain things that I really do like in his collection. The Ferraris, the GT4, the S2000. But this, out of all of them, this is the car I think I'd actually have. Because not only did we have one, and there's all the memories of me and him working to build JayEmm On Cars and what's led to Laurie's mechanical marvels, but the fact that this is a genuinely fun and good car. Something relatively unusual. I mean, I certainly haven't seen one of these when I've been driving around, and I can't actually remember the last time I saw one of these full stop apart from this one here. And when I last took one out, I used to think, well, this car was brilliant. But back then I was young and naive, and I didn't know what I know now about cars. I hadn't driven the variety of vehicles that I now have. So obviously, times have changed, and maybe this car isn't what it was cracked up to be. And then you remember that it's got a V6 in it, and it does things like this. I absolutely love this car, and I would have one if it was not for one fact. Another similar car exists, and that is the MG ZR, preferably the VVC, in yellow. I lust after that car, so if there's anybody watching this video who knows of one that needs a good home, let me know, because I'd have that over this in a heartbeat, because I think they look awesome. If that car didn't exist, I'd want one of these, because I think particularly the facelift looks good, it drives great, and it's just one of those cars that's a good all-rounder. I feel like I could drive this to Scotland and be happy and comfortable, poor, certainly because of the V6, but I'd enjoy it. I could put all my luggage in the back for me and my friends, and when I want to be a hoodlum, this car is certainly a hoodlum car. It's so good! It's just a really good all-rounder. Like, a genuinely good, it does everything. People say a car, when we look at things like, I don't know, the Vauxhall Mocha, and you go, well, yeah, it's a car, it's a good car, there's nothing fundamentally wrong with it. But a good car should be something like this. This is a very good car. And JayEmm's not getting it back, frankly. It's got an MOT coming up, so he can have it back when the MOT's due. Because I'm just going to drive this around absolutely everywhere. Is it going to cost me money? Yes. Am I going to be upset about that? No. Not in the least. Because this is what cars are meant to do. They're meant to make you happy. You're meant to want to go for a drive. You're meant to enjoy them. And this one, oh, this just does that so well. Well done, James. The Ferraris and things, yeah, they're cool. But this I'm jealous of.
Well, there we go. That's the end of that. A huge thank you again to Sam and Simon for getting in touch and agreeing to sell us the car, and of course to my old buddy Lawrie for taking part in yet another adventure. His presence really did make it feel all that more special and quite nostalgic, actually, I have to say. Though I did like how he sort of overlooked the fact that when I loaned him the car for the weekend, about 12 hours in, he managed to crack an alloy. Happily, we have now remedied that issue and the car is now sat with my good friend Jordan awaiting its repairs. This is going to be a sort of long-term winter project, and if you want to follow it in its most up-to-date guise, follow Jordan's Instagram. I'll leave the link to that in the description down below. But beyond that, all remains for me to say is a huge thanks to you for watching, and please hop into the comment section, tell me if you like this kind of classic YouTube vloggy lo-fi style of doing things, or you prefer the more organised and ordered way that I tend to do stuff on the main channel. There will be a reveal video of the ZS on the main channel very soon, and in that I'm going to show you the car in more detail with higher quality, fancier pictures, and talk through some of the work that needs doing. But in any case, a huge thanks to you for joining us today. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon, be it here or at JayEmm on Cars. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.